Hey, butterfly. Hi. Yes, I know, it's been quite some time. Come here. I know I've been away for quite some time, but it was necessary. There were other forces that needed my attention and didn't have a doctor on site. Bringing them to the butterfly mansion wouldn't have done them all that well, so I was sort of forced to go out there. For the better. But enough of that. The girls told me that you've been a little bit off. Is that true? Did something happen while I was gone? Of course. When doesn't something go wrong? Well, I do hope that you're going to tell me about it, yes? Good, good. Well, come sit over here with me. There's a nice spot. Beats being out in the cold. What were you even practicing? Those swings were terrible. I beg your pardon. I call it as I see it, you know that. It's not my fault your swings were lackluster. Don't get an attitude with me. Right. Yeah, no kidding, I know you're angry. I could tell that from a mile away. Takes an angry person to know one. What happened? Talk to me, butterfly. Something with the other Hashira. Well, I most definitely think that someone would have informed me. What happened? A personal dispute? Well, yeah. I'd say that definitely changes things. And what exactly were these disputes about? You're kidding me, right? You'd think having 3 different Hashira kind of standing in your wing would shut a few of them up. Oh, but I guess not. Shinogazawa doesn't know how to stop. And what did the master have to say on the matter? Of course. We have to figure it out ourselves. His guidance can only take us so far. With all due respect, it's what we've always done. Well, hey, easy. Easy, butterfly. I know that look in your eye would probably explain why your swing sucked. Oh, easy. You know I don't mean it in a taunting manner, and I'm just teasing. Well, if it means anything, you're worth plenty more than what they say you are. You know that. Darling, you're capable of so many things. Why would you let them get under your skin? Because they're Hashira. Don't forget that you're a Hashira as well. Well, just because you don't carry the same self-worth or self-confidence as the others, it doesn't make you any less of a Hashira. It makes you more of one, if anything. I mean, shit. Look at Tomioka. That's a lone wolf if I've ever seen one. Poor thing. Like I said, I wouldn't take it to heart, but I know how you are. the strength that you give them, they're going to keep using that against you. So, let's put an end to that, yes? Good. I do enjoy it when you come to your senses. Well, dealing with anger is something I've had to learn how to do quite early on. Losing Kane, my lack of strength. As a Hashira, the only thing that I bring to the table is my intellect and, well, my medical prowess. I'm a doctor first and foremost. That will always be said first. I don't have the strength to cut a demon's head off, so in turn I created a poison to kill them, slowly and painfully, just like they killed my sister. Of course, Butterfly. Smiling is one way to ease the pain, that's for certain. But I wear this smile for other reasons. Not just to mask my anger, but, well, as I'm sure you know, cracking when you're extremely angry or extremely done with life, well, that never leads to anything good. So I try not to give it strength when I can. Precisely. See, you're picking up. Distractions are one thing. It's always good to have something to do. Something to keep your mind at ease. I noticed that you were trying to train. Yeah, I know. My comments probably didn't help much, but like I said, I call it like I see it. I love you, you know that. I only ever want what's best for you, Butterfly. I mean that. Well. Yeah, no, I get that. I really do. It's difficult to maintain a level head when you're angry. One major thing that you can do is focus on your breathing. I know it's difficult to do in the moment, but it definitely helps you get out of some more dicey scenarios. Like wanting to punch someone in the face, wanting to punch a wall, punching said wall, and maybe you happen to dislocate a knuckle or break one. Yes, of course I speak from experience. Lucky that you are around to see such times. But anyways, you really would do well to try and pick up on certain coping mechanisms. Like you just were, I'd say that training is a pretty decent one. Probably one of the better ones that you have more than anything, but I know that that can only frustrate you more. And that's not something that you want. You have to gauge the kind of anger that you possess. Sometimes anger can drive people to do things to better themselves. Working out, training, doing many other things that you would put off. Anger is a good tool to use against procrastination. But that's only for some people and only in some instances. There's the more explosive anger. Like I said, when you want to punch something, when there's this urge to just get up and do something harmful, say harmful things. Those are the moments where taking a deep breath is definitely welcomed. Like I said, I know it's difficult, but it's worth it. Unless you really want a couple of broken knuckles. Then I'd have to patch you up, then I'd probably call you stupid, but I guess that's quite rather hypocritical of me. Don't give me that. You're under my roof. I'm your doctor, do keep that in mind. At the end of the day, you would be my patient, Butterfly. I don't condone violence, especially not under my roof. Nor do I condone the act of needless self-harm, which a lot of people tend to do when they're angry. Some people's anger turns into an endless void that they don't quite know how to get out of. It's terrifying. Some people are really scared of themselves because they're angry. Some people fall into this endless loop. Anger is a difficult topic to handle. Myself is definitely included in the masses that don't quite know how to grasp it. Using it to your advantage is one of the best things that you can possibly learn to do. It isn't easy, and there's no proper answer to what you could do with it. At the end of the day, like most mental ordeals, sadly it comes down to knowing yourself and trusting yourself. But then that refutes the topic. Well, what if I'm angry at myself? I guess that makes things rather difficult now, doesn't it? Yeah. No, it's alright. You're free to be as angry as you'd like, dear. It doesn't bother me, so long as you don't take it out on me. Precisely. Good job. I'm already so proud of you. I know. It is difficult. But you're doing so well, and I'm proud of you. The strides that you're taking, the efforts that you make. Before I even came back here, I could easily see the fact that you were actively trying to combat this. That doesn't make you pathetic. It doesn't make you helpless. Because you're actively doing something to keep yourself in motion. You're actively trying to help yourself. If you were really pathetic or helpless, you'd have probably sat there and broken down. But that's another thing to be said. Breaking down doesn't make you pathetic, nor does it make you helpless. It's all a means of how everything comes in terms, per se. Anger and the adjectives, for lack of better word, that can go alongside it. It's very dependable on the situation. Well, perhaps the better word was situational, but there's just so much to unpack when it comes to such a thing. It's better to just not really give it strength to begin with. Better not to act on it, better not to think about it, but, well, that's also rather difficult. Oh, yes. I know I am a bit all over the place. I heard about you from the girls, and instead of going off to sleep, well, I decided I'd run back here and see you. Of course. You're my number one priority. I hope you always know that. Naturally, butterfly. That does sound nice. Well, nothing will beat the hot springs, that's to be said. But I do suppose a bath could be rather nice. I'll happily take you up on that. You look like you could use one too. You're rather tense, dear. A massage will do you good. Of course. Come on, up with you. Hey. If you're going to pick me up, at least ask. Yeah, I know. I'm short. Thank you. Not like I asked for this. Yes, yes. Thank you. Alright, if you're going to carry us back to our room, walk a little faster. Yeah, put my life in your hands. Woo, how fucking fun. You're such a pain. Yeah, I guess I could be used as a coping mechanism too. Come on, hurry up. You started this. You're something else, Butterfly.